Welcome back to Talk About It in English, where we build the exact phrases you need for real life. Today, we are going to build a conversational rescue plan for the exact moment your dinner out goes completely wrong. Imagine this. It is 7:30 in the evening. The restaurant is packed. The waiter drops a plate in front of you and rushes off. You look down, and it is chicken. You ordered the vegetarian pasta. Your stomach drops, and you instantly dread having to wave the waiter back over to complain.
I used to just stay quiet and eat the wrong food, terrified that saying you made a mistake in English would make the waiter hate me or cause a massive public scene.
By the end of this short lesson, you will have the 4 diplomatic, native-level phrases you need to get your food swapped out smoothly, politely, and without any awkwardness.
This exact scenario is one of the most common reasons language learners feel defeated after a night out. You go out to treat yourself, you practice your ordering vocabulary in your head, you successfully place the order, and you feel great. But then the system breaks down, the wrong food arrives, and suddenly you're completely frozen.
It is such a specific, horrible feeling because in that split second, your brain is doing too many things at once. First, you are processing the visual shock that the food is wrong. Second, you are feeling a spike of frustration or disappointment. And third, you are desperately searching your mental dictionary for the English words to fix the problem without sounding like a terrible, angry person.
Exactly, and the problem is the vocabulary we learn in traditional language classes completely fails us in this moment. If you open a textbook, it'll tell you to say something like, "Excuse me, waiter, you brought me the wrong dish," or "This is not what I ordered, please take it back."
Which is grammatically perfect, but culturally disastrous. If you say, "You brought me the wrong dish," you are using a direct you statement. In English-speaking customer service culture, pointing directly at the person and using the word you immediately sounds like an accusation. It makes the waiter defensive. It makes the table go quiet. It ruins the vibe of the dinner.
I remember sitting in a diner in New York years ago. I had ordered a simple grilled cheese sandwich. The waiter brought me a massive tuna melt. I hate tuna, but I looked at the waiter who was sweating and carrying 3 other plates, and my mind just went blank. I could only think of the phrase, "You made a mistake," and I was so scared of sounding aggressive that I just smiled, said thank you, and ate a terrible tuna sandwich while my friends enjoyed their meals. I left the restaurant feeling so frustrated with myself.
We've all been there. You pay for an experience, but you do not get what you paid for, simply because the social friction of correcting a native speaker feels too high. But the truth is, native speakers send food back all the time. The difference is not that native speakers are braver. The difference is that they have a specific set of conversational tools designed to de-escalate the tension. They use softening language that completely removes the blame from the waiter.
That is the secret. You do not need to be aggressive to get what you want. You actually need to be intensely polite, but firm. And today, we're going to break that down into 4 simple steps. Step 1 is the soft flag. Step 2 is the actually pivot. Step 3 is the action request. And step 4 is the recovery. If you memorize this exact sequence, you'll never have to eat the wrong food again.
Let us start with step 1, the soft flag. This is how we get the waiter's attention and announce that there's a problem without pointing any fingers. We're going to completely erase the word mistake from our vocabulary. Instead, we are going to use the word mix-up.
Mix-up is a fantastic noun. A mix-up simply means a confusion or a misunderstanding. The beauty of this word is that it doesn't blame anyone. If I say, "You made a mistake," I'm attacking your competence. If I say, "There was a mix-up," I'm blaming the universe. I'm suggesting that somewhere between the kitchen, the computer, and the table, a magical, mysterious confusion happened. It removes all the personal guilt from the waiter.
So here's your step 1 phrase. "Excuse me, I think there might be a slight mix-up." Let me say that again slowly. "Excuse me, I think there might be a slight mix-up." Notice how many softening words we have packed into one short sentence. We don't just say, "There's a mix-up." We say, "I think there might be a slight mix-up."
It's almost funny how polite it is. You're looking directly at a plate of chicken when you ordered pasta. You know for a fact that it's the wrong food, but you still say, I think there might be. This is a crucial aspect of English conversational culture. We soften facts to protect people's feelings. By saying, I think there might be, you're giving the waiter the space to realize the error themselves, rather than forcing it in their face.
Let us look at the pronunciation, because the way you deliver this phrase is just as important as the words themselves. If you say it with a flat, robotic tone, it will still sound a bit cold. You want your voice to sound collaborative and slightly inquisitive. Your pitch should go up slightly at the end of the sentence. Listen to the melody. Excuse me, I think there might be a slight mix-up.
The connected speech here is also really important for sounding natural. Look at the phrase, might be a. When native speakers say this quickly, we do not hit the T in might. We completely drop it. We blend the words together so it sounds like, might be ya, might be ya. I think there might be a slight mix-up.
Let us practice this together. Wherever you are right now, whether you are walking to work or doing the dishes, I want you to speak out loud. We are going to shadow this phrase. I will say it, and I want you to immediately repeat it, copying my exact rhythm and the soft, upward melody at the end. Ready? Excuse me, I think there might be a slight mix-up.
Excellent. Let's do it one more time. Imagine the waiter is walking past your table. You catch their eye, you give a small, polite smile, and you deliver the line. Ready? Excuse me, I think there might be a slight mix-up.
Perfect. Now the waiter has stopped. They look at your plate. They might look a little confused. Now we move to step 2, the actual pivot. This is where you state the truth of what you ordered. But again, we are not going to be blunt. We're not going to say, I wanted the pasta. We're going to use a conversational cushion.
The phrase for step 2 is, I actually ordered the vegetarian pasta. Let's break that down. I actually ordered the vegetarian pasta. The absolute star of this sentence is the word actually. In a lot of language textbooks, actually is taught as a synonym for in fact or in reality. And while that is technically true, in spoken English, actually is used as an emotional shock absorber.
That is a great way to describe it. When you have to contradict someone or correct a situation, starting with the word actually softens the blow. It signals to the listener, I am about to give you some new information that goes against what you currently believe, but I'm doing it nicely. If I just say, I ordered the pasta, it sounds like a demand. If I say, I actually ordered the pasta, it sounds like a helpful clarification.
I use actually constantly when I'm navigating awkward social moments. If someone invites me to a party on Friday, but I can't go, I will not say, I'm busy on Friday. I will say, I'm actually busy on Friday. It just makes everything feel less harsh. In the restaurant scenario, it bridges the gap between the wrong food on the table and the right food in your memory.
Let's talk about the rhythm of this phrase, because the word actually has a very specific stress pattern. It has 3 syllables, act, you, ul, li. But all the power, all the stress goes on that very first syllable, actually. Listen to how I stretch that first sound. I actually ordered the vegetarian pasta.
And notice what Lily does with the word ordered. She does not overpronounce the ed ending. It is not ordered ed. The D at the end of ordered links directly into the word the. Ordered the. Ordered the. I actually ordered the vegetarian pasta.
Time to shadow. I want you to focus entirely on leaning into that word actually. Make it smooth and gentle. I will say the phrase and you repeat it out loud. Here we go. I actually ordered the vegetarian pasta.
Let's try it again. Imagine you're gently correcting a friend. You're not angry, you're just clarifying the situation. Ready? I actually ordered the vegetarian pasta.
If you are finding this breakdown helpful and want to keep building your confidence for these everyday, real-life moments, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss our weekly speaking guides. We're here to make sure you never freeze up in public again.
Now that we've successfully flagged the waiter and stated the real order, we're in the middle of the interaction. The waiter will usually look at the plate, realize their mistake, and say something like, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry." Now it's your turn again. This brings us to step 3, the action request.
This is where a lot of learners get stuck again. The waiter has apologized, but they're just standing there, waiting for you to tell them what you want them to do. Do you want to eat the chicken anyway? Do you want a refund? Do you want the right food? You have to direct the next step.
And again, textbook English will lead you straight into a trap here. The textbook says, "Please take this back to the kitchen and prepare my meal." If you say that in a restaurant, you will sound like a wealthy king giving orders to a servant. It's far too commanding. We need to ask for the fix using an indirect question.
Our step 3 phrase is this: would it be possible to get that swapped out? Let me repeat that. Would it be possible to get that swapped out? This is a masterpiece of diplomatic English. We are doing 2 very important things here.
First, we are using a beautifully long indirect opening. Would it be possible to? In English, there is a direct correlation between the length of a request and how polite it is. Short equals rude. Long equals polite. Fix this is 3 letters and sounds terrible. Can you fix this is better. But would it be possible to get that swapped out is the gold standard. It frames your demand as a gentle inquiry about the universe's possibilities.
And let us look at the vocabulary at the end of that phrase. Swapped out. To swap something out is a highly natural, casual phrasal verb that means to exchange one thing for another. It is the perfect restaurant vocabulary. We do not say return this. We do not say replace this. Replace sounds very corporate, like you are talking about a broken car part. Swap out sounds easy, casual, and frictionless.
I love the phrase swap out. It implies that the solution is incredibly simple. Just take this plate, give me that plate, swapped out. When you say, would it be possible to get that swapped out? You are telling the waiter, I am not angry, I do not want to speak to a manager, I just want to execute a simple trade.
The pronunciation here is a bit tricky because we have a lot of small words grouped together. Let us look at the beginning. Would it be possible? Native speakers will compress this entire block of words into one fluid sound. The D in would links to the I in it. Would it? Would it be possible?
And then look at the second half. Get that swapped out. We have a lot of T sounds here, but we do not pop those T sounds sharply. We use what is called a stop T. You put your tongue in position to say the T and get, but you do not release the air. Get that, not get that. Get that swapped out. The flow is continuous.
Let us shadow this, because getting the rhythm right is what makes you sound confident and natural. Do not worry about pronouncing every single letter perfectly. Worry about the overall wave of the sentence. Listen to me and then repeat. Would it be possible to get that swapped out?
Good. Try to make it sound effortless. You are asking a small favor, not declaring a major problem. Let us shadow it one more time. Would it be possible to get that swapped out?
Brilliant. Now, the waiter is going to say, of course, absolutely, I will get that sorted right away. They will take the wrong plate and start to walk away. But the interaction is not over yet. If you just sit there in silence as they walk away, the tension lingers. The waiter feels bad, and the atmosphere at your table is awkward.
That brings us to our 4th and final step, the recovery. This is the magic touch that separates an advanced English speaker from an intermediate one. In American, British, and Australian customer service cultures, there is a very strong expectation of immediate forgiveness.
When a service worker makes a mistake and apologizes, it is culturally expected that you verbally release them from their guilt. You have to assure them that everything is fine. You have gotten what you wanted, the correct food is on the way, so now you switch back to being a warm, friendly customer. Our step 4 phrase is, no worries at all, there is no rush.
No worries at all, there is no rush. This is such a comforting thing for a stressed waiter to hear. Let us look at the first part, no worries. This is universally understood across the English-speaking world as a casual way to say, do not apologize, I am not upset. But adding at all makes it even more powerful. At all acts as an amplifier. It means zero worries, completely zero.
And the second part, there is no rush, is the ultimate gift you can give a busy restaurant worker. When a kitchen messes up an order, they usually panic and try to cook the new food as fast as humanly possible to keep the customer happy. By saying, there is no rush, you are actively removing their stress. You are saying, I am relaxed, I am enjoying my evening. Take your time.
When you deliver this line, your body language has to match the words. You cannot say, no worries at all, while glaring at them with an angry face. You need to physically relax your shoulders, offer a genuine smile, and use a warm, breezy tone of voice. It has to sound completely genuine.
The pronunciation of this phrase is very flowing. Look at all. We link the T into the A. At all. No worries at all. And there's no rush becomes there's no rush. Listen to the breezy, musical quality of the whole phrase. No worries at all. There's no rush.
Let us practice shadowing this recovery phrase. I want you to physically smile while you say it. It changes the shape of your mouth and automatically makes your voice sound warmer. Try it with me. No worries at all. There's no rush.
Beautiful. Let us do it once more. Give them that absolute forgiveness. No worries at all. There's no rush.
You now have the complete 4-step conversational rescue plan. You have the soft flag to get attention, you have the actually pivot to state the truth, you have the action request to fix the problem, and you have the recovery to rebuild the relationship. If you use these 4 steps, you will never have to sit in awkward silence and eat the wrong meal again.
To make sure these phrases stay in your mouth and not just in your head, we are going to do a master shadowing drill. We are going to run through the entire scenario in real time. James will play the part of the busy waiter. I will play the part of you, the customer. I want you to speak my lines out loud right along with me.
Imagine the scene one last time. The restaurant is loud. I am the waiter. I rush over to your table, I put a plate of chicken down in front of you, and I start to turn away. You need to stop me.
Ready? Speak with me. Excuse me, I think there might be a slight mix-up.
Oh, I am so sorry. Is everything okay?
Speak with me. I actually ordered the vegetarian pasta.
Oh my goodness, you are completely right. I grabbed the wrong plate from the kitchen. I am so sorry about that.
Speak with me. Would it be possible to get that swapped out?
Yes, absolutely. I will take this back and get your pasta right away. I am so sorry for the delay.
Speak with me. No worries at all. There's no rush.
And scene. That was fantastic. Notice how the entire interaction took less than 20 seconds. There was no screaming, there was no demanding to see a manager, there was no panic. It was just 2 adults resolving a minor issue smoothly and politely.
The more you practice this specific sequence, the more automatic it will become. The next time a waiter brings you the wrong dish or a barista makes your coffee with the wrong milk, your brain will not freeze. Your muscle memory will just take over, and you will calmly say, "Excuse me, I think there might be a slight mix-up."
And the best part is how empowering it feels. When you successfully advocate for yourself in a second language, when you get exactly what you paid for and you do it with grace and politeness, your confidence skyrockets. You stop feeling like a helpless language learner and you start feeling like a fully functional participant in the culture.
That is exactly what we want for you. Your challenge for this week is to practice this 4-step routine in the mirror. Say the words out loud until they feel completely natural on your tongue.
Remember, making mistakes is just part of living in the world, and now you have the exact tools to fix them gracefully.
Now that you know how to fix a mistake, make sure your initial order is perfectly clear by watching our video on how to order at a busy restaurant like a local right over here. Click that video and we will see you there to keep practicing.